Have you ever heard of the one word concept? I absolutely love it, and I started to adopt it into my life about 7 years ago. When I worked at my old job, this was something that we did as an accountability tool, but it has since been something that I use within my family. So if you're new to the one word concept, let's chat all about it. So with the one word concept or process, essentially you're doing away with lengthy to-do lists, never-ending goals, and overwhelming New Year's resolutions, and instead adopting one word that will be your driving force throughout the next year. Now, I love this concept because it gives you a foundation from which you can build on. It gives you something to come back to when you start to lose track of what it is that you're focused on. And so since I learned about this concept, I started to adopt it into my own personal life and with my daughters as well. So what we do every year on New Year's Eve is we talk about what our focus and number one word will be as we move into the next year. And I love this because we talk about what the word means for us, and we talk about how we can be held accountable to it. When I think back to the last few years and some words that I chose and how they've impacted me, I am so grateful that I really attended to this concept. So one word that comes to mind specifically was last year. I picked the word gratitude. And if you're not familiar with the concept of gratitude, gratitude is literally one of the highest energetic states that you can vibrate at. And so for me, as I started to hone in and tune into how I could be more grateful, I actually in turn started to call in more things to be grateful for. And it was so impactful. And this is why I love this concept, and this is why I wanted to do this video, because as we get close to the new year, I want you to take some time and I want you to think about what is one word that you're going to hold tight to. What is one word that can be your foundation and your driving force to move toward the things that you actually desire and deserve? As you consider that, I'd love it if you put it in the comments below and let me know. And then I'm going to challenge you to think of one way that you can keep this word in the forefront of your mind. For me, I write it on my vision board and I also share it with my daughters. And that extra accountability helps me to really see that word all the way through. So I want to make sure you're also being accountable to the word as well. Thanks so much for joining me today.